So if you wanted to collect one of everything,
you better start now and just keep going.
Hi there, my name is Art.
I'm Kendahl.
And we're here to talk about
Begonias today.
Begonias.
Yes. We're going to shake it up a little bit. Yes. There are over 10,000 hybrids and something really unique about begonias.
So if you wanted to collect one of everything,
you better start now and just keep going every day. Something really interesting about begonias, and they're indigenous to several places on the planet, but you can actually hybridize. It's very unique to begonia. Hybridize a begonia from, say, one part of the planet with the begonia from another part of the planet, and they will
from
hybridize.
South America to South Africa
yes.
to Asia.
They will hybridize. Isn't that fun? I mean,
so that's one of the reasons why there's so much variety.
Yes. Okay, so there are several types of begonias. We here at our farm grow. We'll start back here.
Okay, you want me to grab a tray?
Yeah, let's just grab a tray. There we go. Okay, so those are some of ours.
Right, wax leaf begonia.
Wax leaf begonias, yeah. So these are considered fibrous begonias.
Right, and so these are all really the same, except for the flower color.
Different varieties, yes.
Right.
And foliage color. So I'm going to kind of set my guy.
Well, these are bronze leaf.
I'm going to set my guy down.
Whereas this is a green leaf. Okay. So that kind of belongs to this tribe. Yes,
it does. And this is just a tiny bit. Obviously, we just mentioned how many amazing begonia varieties there are.
Right.
10,000. I know you wish you could grow 10,000 varieties, but we just don't have room.
I don't. I never said that.
No. Okay, fine. So we'll grow these. How about these?
Right.
These are great.
I'm happy.
Okay. So these are great in the landscape. I mean, there's a reason why we see them a lot in the landscape art, and it's because they're so tough, they're so durable, and edible, apparently. Is that delicious? Would you
delicious.
You want that on some ice cream? Yeah, isn't that awesome?
It is so good.
Yeah, it is. They're
I had no idea until last year when we were filming and tasting everything.
They're very good.
Why do I not have this on a salad?
I don't know. But way back in the day, the Chinese were doing this. They were sprinkling them on food. Delicious. Very good. There's, I would venture to say it's our #1 selling annual begonia. I feel like we have more begonias than anything else.
Well, pansy is more in the fall.
Yeah.
Because
for summer annuals.
Pansy and snapdragon.
Right. But for summer annuals.
Yeah. This
begonia
would be the biggest.
Yeah. I know
biggest
we have
category.
Many greenhouses devoted to just begonias. Typically.
But I do see it trailing off.
Do you?
The popularity is going down on these wax leaf begonias.
Interesting.
Not so much for commercial. So this is perfect if you have a golf course,
apartment complex, shopping center.
Yeah. Perfect.
Because they're tough.
They really are.
They're tough. Yeah. So.
And they will get as big as you put water on it.
By the end of the season, we're talking shrub size, like
correct.
Hellery holly size.
But it's all dependent on how much water you give it.
Yes. Yes.
So if it's in a place where it's getting daily irrigation, watch out.
It's large and in charge, and just. I have to say that once every day. It is a great plant to use in the landscape. I've used them in my yard before, and they're just kind of fun to watch because they always look good. Like every day, they look good. Every day they're in flower. So if I get locked out of my house, I can go nibble on the flower.
But when you look at this compared to this, the flower show on it, the color show, it's
constant. It is
instant attention grabbing.
And it's steadfast. I mean, it's always in bloom. I mean, if you go to them.
But you wouldn't have success taking this inside your house and expecting it to live forever and ever.
No. But it would actually, you could do that for a few years.
The clock is ticking.
You could do it for a few years. Yes, you could. Absolutely.
You've tried it.
They would acclimate. Yes. You can put that in your house. They're typically where they were found, where they're indigenous to, is in the understory, and you're still eating the beginning.
I was trying to sneak it.
They're typically found in the understory. So typically most begonias really like bright shade. However, in recent years, of course, in cultivation, we have bred their sun tolerance into them and seem to be more drought tolerant as well, so which makes it a great plant in the landscape. This is a functional, purposeful plant, I think, because he always has color on them.
I know.
And there's such a plethora of them. Now, it is a large leaf. I don't know how you feel about full sun versus shade. I feel like the darker leaf, the red leaf ones, tend to perform a little better in the sun, and the green leaf ones maybe shaded a little bit from the hot afternoon sun. Some of them get huge. That's kind of been a thing to
Right.
the dragon wing. Dragon wing. These two over here are considered just large leaf begonias. So they're going to just be
Right.
bigger plants. Everything about them is bigger.
What
Look
about
at the
this
flower.
one here?
Is that awesome? That's a whopper. Bronze
Yeah.
leaf whopper. Is that amazing? I mean, look at that. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of your hand, the forward. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. You got to love it. It's good. It's spot on. Ready to be planted.
This thing's ready to explode.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, when he goes in the ground, he's really going to take off. And it's hot now. I mean,
Right,
this
yeah.
is its happy time. It's like
Exactly.
it's
Well, these are cool.
aren't they beautiful?
Okay, do you know what we're looking at on these things?
I have a partial idea, actually. I believe that's the
So the begonia has been popular, and so it's made its way into pop culture.
Oh, it has
There
definitely.
are references to begonias. So this one is rather old. That looks like the Grateful Dead to me.
Yes.
They have a song called
Scarlet Begonia.
Scarlet Begonia.
Yes. She's going with Begonia. So
Begonia presents My Feelings Live.
how awesome.
Myself. I'm
Any
awfully
idea
sorry
what
about
this
this.
is?
I'll get back.
I do.
You ate my begonias.
This is from an old movie, a good, funny movie from way back in the day. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, here we go. This is Logies. And I
Okay.
apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. They are the Begonia go-to source.
Let's check out some plant pics.
Let's do.
I love this part.
Okay.
Hey, those are mine.
Hey.
That's at my farm.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Because-
Yeah, you're showing that we have an ocean of begonias.
We do. And I mean, they're sitting out in black containers on black fabric in the hot sun.
In a mix that is 100% pine bark.
They'd like to be in the
They
ground.
are
They'd like to be in
engineered,
soil.
designed from ground up to be landscape performers.
It's a wonderful plant.
So here we've got the dragon
Dragonwing, yes.
in the foreground, and that is the bronze leaf in the background.
Or, yes, but over to the
the
left
back.
is Coleus, I think.
Oh, is
But-
it?
Ah, nice
That's
one.
bronze leaf in the background.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Cool. All right.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
You know, doesn't look at all like that right now.
No.
You blink and they're gone.
It's amazing.
Now, what happened in the back here? We got a mix.
That is a mixed variety. We grow a mix.
I thought that was a serious mistake.
No, it's a
Like
mix.
they mixed everything.
But that is fun in the landscape. I am totally sneaking over to your house tonight and planting a mix in your front yard. You're gonna wake up to that
Love
in the
it.
morning.
Now I mean, these are the best photos I've seen.
That's
I'm
nice.
teasing you.
No, that's very nice. Begonias, all begonias.
So we'd love to see
I like to,
photos from wherever, whether it's your farm, your backyard, your front yard,
Yes.
what you've seen when you go to a garden center. Send them to us and we will
of
share.
it.
We'd love to talk about it.
please do. Okay.
Tell me something.
Okay,
Do we have a tool?
we
or
do.
A
We
cool
do.
Thing?
We do. This is an important thing to have.
As soon as you get one of these, you will wonder, how did I ever live without it? Right?
Yeah. A simple gadget. Helps you not waste water.
Yeah.
It's an important thing to
Save
have.
some steps and time too.
Yeah.
You don't have to go back to the.
Yeah. And buy
Hose.
a good quality one, a heavy duty brass one, because it'll last you for years.
Would you like to see a film, a documentary film about plants?
Yes, I would.
I mean, people have called this is the Disneyland in the orchid world, so it is. I grew up in La Jolla, and my dad had a beautiful yard, just a beautiful garden. And he always would work in it. I'd follow him around the yard and do what he was doing. He'd move some rocks, I'd help him move some rocks and plant plants. And so I always followed him that. At 4, I had a sandbox, and I started turning that into a garden. And over time, it evolved into a really pretty garden I would show it off to my aunts and uncles and friends of my father that would come by and say, look at my garden. So I like to copy what he was doing. My grandmother started a flower shop in 1936 here in Encinitas. And that became a fairly well-known, world-famous flower shop that eventually moved to La Jolla in 1945. And then from there, it became one of the largest single-owned flower shops in the United States.
It's so precious. I'm so grateful. It is what a privilege
This is
to get to make these kinds of things.
That's a good film. That's
I'm
beautiful.
delighted to share it with the world, and that we got to,
Yes.
for one, that he gets to share his story with me, but that we get to share it with everyone else.
Yeah.
What a good thing we're doing, Kendahl.
I've watched
And
this one a few times. It's so
well
good.
worth for you to follow the link, click on the picture, go watch it, and then just keep watching Plant Pop films. 17 hours later, let us know what you think.
Let's make a few more. I'm down. Thank you for joining us today.
Yep. Come on back and to see us.
We have a good surprise for you next week. Big surprise.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
Will I eat it?
Yes, you could eat. You definitely will. Thanks so much.